In the 4A football championship game, it was a rematch of last year's title contest as two-time defending champion and undefeated Sheridan took on Natrona. NC came in at 10-1. They were looking for a state championship for the first time since 2014. The Mustangs lost to the Bronx in overtime during the regular season. When you talk about getting off to a good start, this is Exhibit A. Aaron Sessions of Sheridan takes the opening kickoff to the house. That's 97 yards very quickly, and Sheridan took a 7-0 lead right out of the gate. Natrona's Brett Breton is one of the finest running backs in the state. He was a major workhorse in this game with 38 carries for 182 yards on the ground. He amassed 248 all-purpose yards in the contest. Sheridan's defense was aggressive, and they forced a ton of turnovers. Here's an interception by Sam Broyles, and that was a timely play indeed for the Bronx. Sheridan put another touchdown on the board in the second quarter on the halfback option. Kyle Custis throwing to Blake Vigil for 25 yards in the score, so the Bronx took a 14-0 lead at this juncture of the ball game. The Natrona defense has been superb this season, and they got a big interception of their own thanks to Seth Cisneros in the end zone. Big play there by the Mustangs. To start the third quarter, Natrona was moving the ball but not hanging on to the ball. This one is on the ground, and Kyle Custis is there for the recovery for Sheridan. A big play really for both teams for different reasons. NC dug into their bag of tricks in the third quarter. On 4th down and 7, punter Riley Shepperson will throw instead of kick and find Logan Moncour for a big gain of 30 yards down to the Sheridan 15-yard line. And that set up a 1-yard TD plunge by Brett Breton, so the Mustangs with some life, and they trail by the score of 14-7. However, Natrona turned out to be their own worst enemy. They have the ball on their own 3-yard line and fumble yet again. Quinton Brooks with the force and Bryce Taylor for the recovery for Sheridan, so the Bronx right at the doorstep. And Sheridan converted on that opportunity on a jump pass from Kyle Custis to Parker Christensen for 5 yards and a TD. That was a huge momentum shift over the course of a couple of plays, so the Bronx ahead 21-7. In the fourth quarter, Natrona came up with maybe one of the best plays we've seen all year. The old hook and ladder play on 4th down and 13 with Brett Breton finally getting the ball and flipping his way into the end zone. How about that? The Mustangs right there again, trailing 21-14. Sheridan had to punt on their next possession, so Natrona had another opportunity, and the Bronx just snatched it away. Aaron Sessions with his interception at the 15, and a gigantic return of 76 yards all the way down to the Natrona 9-yard line. That was the biggest play of the game. Aaron Woodward would score from 2 yards out to make it 28-14 with just over 2 minutes to go, and Sheridan wins their 3rd consecutive state championship and their 18th game in a row with a 2-touchdown win over Natrona in the 4A championship in Laramie. 12 wins for Sheridan this season. Natrona ends up with a record of 10-2.